What's up? Barrel Solomon here, Big B. How you doing? I'm going for a walk in the little town that I'm vacationing in here for the next couple of days with my family. And I gotta tell you, it's really humbling to see some of the houses around this place. I mean, it's just insane what's going on here. I'll give you a little sneak peek. And there's two feelings that come to mind when I see these houses. One is, damn, how do they do this? Right, look at this. Check this out. How do they do this? How do they get to this point where these guys could go buy a $4, $5, $10, $12 million house and go put their family in it for a few weeks or every single weekend of the year? I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's just insane what's going on here. So there's two ways to look at it. One is, hey, I can be jealous. Another way is that I will never get there myself, so don't even try. Or three, which is the most stressful, which is, how do I do this myself? How do I get to that level myself? How do I make sure, with God's help, that one day I could sit here in one of these houses? By the way, whether I buy one of these houses or not, that's not the point. I'm saying to get to the point where I could do that, right? I don't know if that's important to you. It's important to me. If it's not important to you, stop watching my stuff, because that's what's important to me, at least at this point in my life right now. So I say to myself, how do I get there? And then I say to myself, you know what? I mean, just look at this, just insane. These are all on the beach, by the way. Then I say to myself, you know, it's not fair. I've been hustling for so long. You know, I've been in wealthy commercials now for 3 years. I was working for almost 10 years before that, but hey, I've been working for 3 years. Why am I not on autopilot? Why am I not have it all figured out yet? And what I remind myself is that it's not ever going to be on autopilot. It's not ever, even Apple, even Microsoft, all these companies got to reinvent and constantly redo it. When I first started my company, I remember that there was no choice. There was no choice to succeed or not. I had to feed my family. It wasn't like, oh, if this works, it's going to be great. But what has happened over time is once we gathered some momentum and things started working, cash started coming in and sales started coming in, I started to say to myself, if this new concept works, if this new product works, then wow. The if came in. Once I started to get some momentum, I started to actually believe in myself less because I had momentum. So if this doesn't work, it's okay because I have the other stuff to fall back on. And I realize it's completely that is not a good way to look at business. You gotta look at business. I'm talking to myself right now. Take it from me, okay? I have to look at my business as if I'm a startup every single day. In startup mode, I would wake up in the morning, I was alone, nothing. No salespeople, no project managers, no nothing. I would wake up and I'd say to myself, I mean, check this out. I mean, just insane. I would wake up every day and say to myself, I have to make it work today. I have no choice. And I'm going back to that mentality. Every single day is startup day. You have no choice but to succeed. You have no choice but to put in your heart every single day. Forget about the autopilot. Forget about coasting. Right now is about time. It's time to put the foot on the gas and not take it off and coast. I, for one, am going hard in 2020. I hope you join me.